Free Period is a podcast of First Baptist Watauga Student Ministry. For more information about First Baptist Watauga, you can check us out at fbcwatauga.org. Hello and welcome to Free Period, the weekly break you want to take. I'm Kevin Skinner, the Associate Pastor and Student Pastor here at First Baptist Watauga.
And I'm Nathan McKendry, your Young Adult Minister and Assistant Student Minister, also here at First Baptist Watauga. And this week we will be answering the question, what is the funniest video you have ever seen? And shout out goes to your daughter, of course, Emily Skinner, for giving us that question.
All right, thanks, Emily. But first, before we get to that question, I'm going to give you another word or phrase from the 1800s or the Victorian era. And you gave me a word last week, afternoonified, and man, I failed. I had no idea what that meant. Yeah. So we'll see how you do today.
I'm ready.
So this phrase is, don't sell me a dog. What does that mean? Don't sell me a dog.
Don't sell me a dog. Man, I'm going to assume that that's got something to do with like perhaps they're kind of like you're catching on to some deception and in a selling technique, like you're getting on to a salesman, perhaps like, come on, you're messing with me, you're lying to me or running up the price.
That is correct.
Whoa!
So
booyah!
I mean, just at the basic level from the website that we are using to give us, it's just don't lie to me. But what I read is that it was developed because at that time, dog salesmen, people selling dogs, would sometimes lie, saying maybe this was a purebred dog or something like that, and it was really just a mutt. And so they would be lying about the dog that they were selling.
Don't sell me a dog.
Yeah, so they were like, don't sell me a dog. Don't lie to me.
Even if the dog is afternoonified, do not sell me a dog.
And if you don't know what the word afternoonified means, then you need to go back to last week's episode and listen to that so you can find out that answer.
Absolutely.
All right, but today we're going to be answering a different question. So what's that question again?
What is the funniest video you've ever seen?
All right. And so we're going to start. I'll start by answering that by telling you my video, and then I'll let you talk about the funniest video you have ever seen. And so let me preface this with, this may not be the funniest video in the world, but
that's the rule.
This was at the time. All right. This was at the time. Well, it may not be the funniest in the world to everybody else. Okay. I still think
he's still convinced.
When I go back in my memory to watching this for the first time, the reaction that I had to this video, I don't know if I have had a similar reaction to any other video. And I think part of this is because when I first watched this video, this was before YouTube. So before YouTube, before TikTok, before Vine, remember when that was a thing, before all of these other video apps were out there, this was back when people just forwarded funny videos in emails.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? Yeah. So this was before Facebook probably even, or at least before anybody could get on Facebook.
Is it a MySpace era?
Maybe. I'm not sure. What is MySpace? But
yeah, right. Remembers the time pre-YouTube, but doesn't remember MySpace.
So this video I received in an email while I was at work. And this video, if you want to look it up on YouTube now, it's called The Waterbed Prank. All right? And so
I expected that. I expected a prank to be the video.
It's
that makes
a
total
prank
sense
video.
For you.
And so in this video, people are, and I believe this is happening in like Germany, but in this video, people are going into a mattress store, and they believe that they are about to jump onto a mattress to kind of try it out, test it out. So, there's lots of mattresses, and you see people going from mattress to mattress, kind of laying on it, testing it out. Then they get to this bed, and it looks like a mattress, but really it's just like a piece of cloth pulled really tight. And as soon as they jump onto it, the cloth just goes down into water, and they find themselves drenched in the middle of this store. Yeah, and when I saw this for the first time, I was at my desk at work. I literally fell out of my chair. I was laughing so hard. The chair was on wheels, and it literally, the chair came out from under me. I was laughing so hard at this video. And I don't know that I've had a reaction like that since then. I may have become somewhat desensitized to some of these prank videos because I've watched so many of them. And so when I think about that, oh, absolutely. And so when I think about that particular prank and that particular video, even though it doesn't still have the same exact effect on me, when I think about that first time that I watched it, that was by far at that time the funniest video that I had ever seen. So what's yours?
Well, I took a different take to it.
Okay.
Instead of my initial reaction, because I've seen a lot of funny videos, and a lot of that's thanks to Kirsten and her family. Because, the first night I met her parents, we basically sat on the couch and watched funny YouTube videos that they wanted me to see for like 2 hours.
That's my kind of people.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was drawn to them after that. It was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
I've seen lots. I picked a more recent one that I've seen, and one that I find that I could watch over and over again.
Okay.
And that's kind of the area funny I went. Not initial reaction, but this one's called Coincidence. And I showed it to you just before we came in here. This one is amazing because, well, it's just creative. And they made this song, and they do this silly little dance, and they use the same dance. And, you were watching it. You were like, what's going on? It's one of those videos where you're watching, you're like, what is happening? What am I watching right now? And why is
You're
it
definitely
funny?
thinking, what went through this person or people's head that caused them to film this video?
Yes.
It is hilarious.
The whole idea of the video is centered around the word pun, coincidence. Because instead of coincidence, it's a dance.
Right.
And it's
hilarious.
fantastic. It's absolutely hilarious. Go watch it.
Yes. And it's good, clean fun too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was another good part about that. Was that it wasn't like dirty humor. It was just clean, honest.
Right.
Made me laugh. I was like, oh, good.
So yeah, go watch Coincidence and give us your thoughts in the comments. Also watch the waterbed prank.
I know I will. I'll look that up as soon as we leave.
And put your thoughts in the comments about the videos that we have shared, and then maybe give us a link to a video that you think is funny, the funniest video you have ever seen.
Which is clean and honest humor.
Yes. The funniest videos to me are videos that are clean and honest, just good humor.
Because I don't feel bad watching them.
Right. Exactly. All right, so let's talk for a minute, Nathan, about our favorite youth videos, because as you know, we have been filming videos for the youth for a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
Of course, we've been doing it since you were in the student ministry, and at that time, you were just enjoying those videos, watching those videos. And
it's like at least 10 years.
Yeah. And so at least.
At least 10 years. Probably more.
Yes. So then you have also been able to be on the side of filming the videos as well.
I have. Much more fun.
So let's talk then about our favorite video from youth, all-time favorite video from youth, whether it's one that you were in, it can be, or one from the past. What's your favorite video? And then I'll let you know mine.
Can I say one from the past and one from the present?
Sure, why not?
I think one of my favorite. See, I think about them in series because typically, if it's like a week-long camp, sometimes the videos all have a theme, and so when we had Falls Creek videos, which again, basically 10 years ago,
right?
There was a particular series where like you were walking around saying dumb stuff like, "Hey everybody, I'm stupid," and that was just again ridiculous because you're saying that on a street corner at Falls Creek in front of all these campers, none of them who you're in. So I don't even remember if I was there or if I just loved that video so much I felt like I was there, but I was at camp. But then, because that same week you said things like, "I don't want water, I want popcorn," and
right.
That was stupid, but he was like throwing popcorn and stuff. And did he just curse us? My favorite all-time quote from any youth
Mark
video.
Smith.
Yes.
He's the one that said that. Yeah.
That was that. He gives credit for my favorite line in a youth video.
That's awesome.
Did he just curse us? I feel cursed. Well, and more present videos. I really enjoyed last year's camp videos that we filmed called The Camp.
Right.
Those were probably my favorite to participate in film, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
So, how about you?
So, I mean, I would definitely say mine would be the initial videos that you talked about. That's what I already had queued up in my mind that I was going to say. And so I would call those the full videos because we were
that's how you ended it.
Basically I was living out different scriptures that Proverbs would say this is what a fool does, and so then I would do that. And so believe it or not, if you don't remember this, we only played those for 2 nights that week.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
That was my first
year. Did you
year.
have multiple segments in each video?
That was my first, yes.
Oh, okay.
That was my first year going to Falls Creek. And that first night, we really did not know what to film. Actually, no, I take that back. The very first night, we showed a video that Paul Michael, Zach, and I had filmed up here at the church before going. And then the next night, we really did not even know what to do, and we just did random stuff. Okay. And then as we were brainstorming, we came up with the idea for the full videos, which took a lot of time and effort on Zach and my part. I mean, we filmed for hours and then edited for hours.
Okay.
For basically, it's each night we showed a 10-minute video, and so So I mean, those, when I go back in my mind, those were definitely some of my favorite videos to film and to be part of. But man, yeah, they were a lot of effort.
Worth it, because 10 years, one of your former youth still remembers it. I mean,
you go.
It was great.
And but yeah, we have filmed other videos. I really did enjoy the camp videos that we filmed last year, and then of course we filmed some camp videos from this year. So let's talk for a minute about our camp videos from this year, because camp did not happen.
Correct, but we thought it was going to happen, and then we found out kind of in that first wave when all the youth camps started canceling. We had the privilege of coming to our youth and going, "Don't worry. We had a plan B. We did not have a plan C, though, and that was our
Yeah.
It was over at that point. I was like, oh, darn.
Well, I mean,
but we had filmed the videos in between that happening.
Yes.
And so in the videos, I think we even said, is camp going to be canceled? Nobody knows.
We were very confident that camp was not going to be canceled, because
by the last video or two.
Because I had been in talks with the people leading our camp multiple times. Camp is still on. And so, we made phone calls to the youth saying camp is still on.
We did.
We
called then every youth.
Yes. But then it was the week before that we kind of had a spike in COVID here in Texas.
Well, and the mask order went out.
Right. The mask order went out, and so the camp that we were going to basically pulled the plug on
canceled everything.
Camp. So we ended up having to cancel that week.
So it wasn't even us. It was the camp that canceled.
Right. Yeah, we did not cancel going. The camp canceled us going. No. But sadly, in the videos that we filmed for camp this year, in the last video, the last day, I say camp is not canceled.
He did.
Camp is not canceled.
Lying to all of us.
And so that definitely was a disappointment. But I feel like the videos, regardless, I feel like the videos we did this year turned out really well. And, of course, that is attributed to Matthew's editing skills. He does such a great job for us in filming and editing.
Once we had Matthew to help edit, our videos, I think, definitely increased in quality.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were able to be creative, and he was like,
he knows
I can make that happen.
Yes.
So we're like, all right. That was the best. When we're like, could we do this? And before it was like, well, I don't know how to do that,
Well, and then, another thing, like Zach and I didn't always have the time to
to sit there
put
and edit.
and Matthew is willing to devote hours.
It's like a hobby
lots of
for
time.
him.
Yeah,
he loves to come up here at night. I mean, this week he's been working on a video that has no purpose. It's just what he just because Labor Day happened. He was like, I'm taking the holiday to film a fun video.
Right.
That's what he does. I was like, well, great. Perfect.
So, yeah, absolutely. And so he has done a great job with our camp videos last year, with our quarantine videos this year.
I thought they were relevant and funny.
Yeah, I thought they were great. One of my favorite parts from this year's video, and then you can tell me maybe what your favorite part was.
Okay.
I had two favorite parts. The first favorite part was in episode 1 where the camera zooms out and you were rocking on a horse. Because as you're talking, you can't tell that's what you can't tell you're sitting on a horse. And so then it zooms out and you're on it. And I just thought that was hilarious. And then my second favorite part would be the ending of all 4 videos where we meet up and we go into the chapel. And
yes,
I don't want to give the ending away. If you have not seen those videos, go to our YouTube channel and look up the quarantine videos. Our YouTube channel is FBC Watauga. Watch our quarantine videos because I thought we did a good job.
They were hilarious. Yeah. I liked that because we involved some videos that the youth had likely seen before from other people out there, and so like especially your making a sandwich. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. I also enjoyed just my own line. Are you my French ghost?
Yes, that was good. That was a good one.
Working in all the crossovers, because we each got, we did the episode at the beginning and the end where we were all together, but the middle 3, we each just got a video dedicated. We hadn't done videos like that, I don't think, really.
Right.
Especially when we started doing one scene here and there where we, like where I'm opening the door and finding Matthew's in there on the drums, but I can't see him, and so he's just
and he keeps stopping. Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah, those are good fun videos.
All right. Well, thank you, Emily, for that question.
Yeah.
If you've got a question for us, feel free to put it in the comments below, or you can come on Wednesday night. If you're 7th through 12th grade, you can come to midweek and you can put a question in the question box there. But we love answering these questions. That's it for this episode. Join us again next week as we answer the question, how do you know God is talking to you?
Bye.
I hope that you enjoyed today's podcast, and I'd love to meet you in person. If you're a student between 7th and 12th grade, you can join us on Wednesday nights for midweek at First Baptist Watauga. You can also join us on Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. for growth groups and 10:50 a.m. for worship.